And it is day one on the Appalachian Trail for me. Part 2. Going up Tray Mountain right now. Here's a little Tray Mountain road, which is like a forest road. The trail crosses over. Been hiking for maybe 3 or 4 hours now. It's been nice, a little different, cool. With still a lot of work on the uphills. Got stung by some yellow jackets about the first hour in. Got stung on the arm, the hip, and I think the neck. That was kind of crazy. Some bear had probably dug into a yellow jacket nest for food. And it was laying close to the trail. Everyone was freaking out. He had to run past it, but they got me anyhow. First day is definitely the hardest. It's kicking my ass. But it'll get better. Alright. I think I'm finally at the top of this place. Tray Mountain. Been chasing it all day. Hey, doggy. This is a shelter, Tray Mountain shelter. It's packed with people tonight. Mostly just probably weekend hikers. All right, day 2, coming off of Tray Mountain. As you can see, it's kind of rainy. Got hit with a pretty good rainstorm. Got pretty wet in the tent. Bailed out of there at 5:30 and hung out by the shelter until it got light. So it's a very wet day on the AT. Rain should be gone for the day, but you never know. Another lovely day on the Appalachian Trail. As you can see, it's raining really hard. Hard enough that I had to go rain poncho. The trail looks like it's a stream. Yeah, it's been raining pretty hard like this for the last half hour. I think I'm okay. I think I'm pretty dry. But it would sure be nice if it stopped. Worried about my boots getting soaked. It might be happening now. Feels kind of wet in there, but who knows? Tree fall down, go boom. Wonder if anyone heard it. As bad as this looks, I'm not miserable, so this is doable. Now, if it rains like this all day, it won't be fun. It's actually supposed to stop soon. It's supposed to stop at 11. So, we shall see. Well, since the rain has stopped, some wildlife has come out. Not a lot. Some centipedes, millipedes. Here, there's a snail making its way across the trail. Appalachian escargot. Okay, we are heading up Kelly's Knob here. 2 miles to my next shelter. It's been a pretty foggy day. Ooh, that insect. Ooh, a spider web. Elaborate. Looks like he's been hunting good. So 900 feet in elevation and 1 mile. That's pretty steep. But last mountain to climb of the day. After that, it's downhill to Dick's Creek Gap. All right, hiking my way up Kelly's Knob. Halfway there, oh, it is a bear. Came upon this very interesting bug. Hey, buddy. Hope it's not some nasty wasp or anything. I don't even think he could fly. You're pretty cool. Better stay off the trail though. Oh, I'd hate to see it get smashed. Okay, beginning of day 3. It's Monday, Columbus Day. Just spent the night in Deep Gap shelter, and my tent was still wet, so I stayed in the tent, or the shelter that was filled with mice. Hung out with some really cool people again. One girl had peppermint gum, and the mice don't like peppermint gum, so that seemed to keep them at bay. But at one time I had shined my flashlight up in the attic, and I saw like 5 mice scurrying around. So they were definitely up there. It's supposed to be a beautiful day today. Highs in the 70s and sun. 2 of the girls I stayed with in the shelter last night were with the 2 who were stung by the yellow jackets. One was stung 13 times, so I gave her the trail name of 13, and she really liked it. And the other girl got stung 8 times, but once or twice on the hand, and her hand is like swollen up twice the size. Gotta hand it to them, they didn't stop. They kept hiking, so I named her Hell Girl, like Hellboy. And she liked that name too. So that was pretty cool. Alright, just found a nice little spring down there, got some good water. The flow was slow, but it was working. And my 2 trail buds just passed me by, 13 and Hell Girl. They're going back home today. Coming up to a place called Dick's Creek Gap, and that's where they're parked, and a lot of other people are parked. It's about a mile away, and then I got a 4-mile trek to the next shelter where the squatter may be hanging out. Hopefully he's not. My knee's been barking all day, or all morning. Been a pretty chill hike so far, a lot of downhill, not much uphill, which is nice. Haven't seen much except some birds here and there. Still pretty cold out. I think it was in the low 40s last night. Nice and sunny, blue skies. My favorite areas, these rhododendron tunnels. There's a nice little creek running alongside it in there. Just so cool. And these guys keep their leaves all winter. They don't shed them. So they're kind of an evergreen, I guess. The leaves do curl up and get all funky when it gets colder out. But they don't fall. They only fall after a couple of years, like the ones you see on the ground. All right, I am at Dix Creek Gap. There's a road running through. Someone had deposited water, trail angel, in case anyone's dry. And I think 6,900 feet. The people I use to shuttle me, they're the ones that may have dropped off this water. There we go. Day hikers on Columbus Day, enjoying it all. I'm going back at it. I heard the squatter's gone from Plum Orchard Shelter, which is great news. Got maybe 4 miles to go. I'm on top of Buzzard Knob, I believe, or Bull Gap or something like that. Views haven't been tremendous, but some nice views through the tree there. I think I'm heading downhill to the next shelter, which would be nice. It's amazing how worn out I get out here. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon and I am beat. But in the morning, feeling good with a lot of energy. But as the day wears on, man. It's day 3, and I don't remember getting my trail legs last time until day 4. I did feel better in the morning today, really good, and made really good time. Where am I? Plum Orchard Shelter. Ran into a nice lady a minute ago. She's gonna stay here tonight. Here's the bear box. Long walk in. Here's the little shelter. She's gonna tent it up behind there. Here we are. Really tired. Hiked, I think, 7.5 hours. Time to relax. So yeah, I'm gonna hang in the shelter tonight. The tent's still wet. Got it hanging up, trying to dry. I saw the sign here and it was way cool. The shelter was made by Army 5th Ranger Training Battalion, Georgia AT Club, U.S. Forest Service. I wonder if they really dropped it in on a helicopter. Very nice. Just had a stink bug crawl inside my levels of the pad there. Imagine if I had squashed them. Oh boy. Got some chili mac going on in there. Yum. Some coffee brewing. And I'm starving. Got a pretty down the hill. And a great water source. It'll be a good night. hope this is the right way. I'm going to get water and wash up. There's a beautiful spring flowing really hard as I was walking in. Got 2 shelter buds tonight, a guy named Don and a girl named Sandy from Florida. Both seemed like nice people. Don came in with looks like a 357 strapped to his chest, so I think we're safe. Oh, nice little bridge to walk over. I bet this is roaring in the springtime. Oh, flying around down there. There we go. Cold Mountain Spring. Pipe in a mountain. It's as fancy as it gets. They even have a nice little chair there. This is how you get water on the AT. Oh, this guy's flowing, rock and rolling. Look at that. Ba-boom. Where I filled up earlier this morning, it probably took me 3 minutes to get that bag full. Not here. All right. Good morning. Day 4. Had the steep climb out of Plum Orchard Shelter. Now we're on our way to Muskrat Creek Shelter. Pretty purple flowers. Tiny, tiny flowers. Stuff still blooming. Should be a good day. 40% chance of rain in the afternoon. It's supposed to rain tonight. Probably won't set up my tent. Probably hang out in the shelter if there's room. All right, an hour and a half out of the shelter, out of uphill. I think I'm going downhill. Making good time. Already done 2 hours or 2 miles. All right, getting close to the North Carolina state line. Been hiking for about 2.5 hours. We got a sign on a tree. Could it be? Oh, yes. Oh, this is weird. Big rock. But, yay! North Carolina, I got you. There's a pipe in the tree. Probably a good place to leave messages for people. Cool place for a big rock. Goodbye, Georgia. You kicked my butt. Hello, North Carolina. Okay, I just passed to North Carolina. I'm at Bly Gap. And there's this gnarly tree here. I'm gonna take a break, switch out my water, eat something. Interesting tree though. Mother Nature always finds a way. Amazing. Still not getting great views. Pretty high up though, I know that. This tree would look like a good place to sit down and take 5. I am almost to the top of this mountain called Sharp Top. So pretty. The trail is a bear. Probably doesn't look that steep. But wow. And this little laurel canopy. I think there's going to be awesome views up there. I'm a huffing and puffing. Somewhere around 4,200 feet maybe. There's a white blaze. Just gorgeous inside here. Whenever I'm exposed, there's a huge breeze. Should be up at the top in a minute or two, I hope. It's just up there, right? Alright. Taking where I left off. I don't know if this is the top. No. But there's a view. Finally. I had one of these angles you could see, kind of see Georgia and North Carolina from. Oh my God, beautiful. This is what makes it worth coming up here. All right, here's Sandy, my shelter mate, shelter buddy from last night. This is day 5, I think. Morning of day 5. Yes, it rained all kind of last night. Raining kind of a little now. It's going to be a rainy, blowy day. We are at Muskrat Creek Shelter. We're probably only going to do 4. Well, I'm going to probably do 4 or 5.
That's all I'm doing too.
Miles today. But this is what it looks like. Kind of foggy, kind of rainy. Nice chill night at the shelter. Sandy's from Florida. She's out here for 6 weeks, I believe. Crazy. There's a beautiful rhododendron tree. I'm about ready to break camp and make my way to Stand-In Indian Shelter. We had to hang a bear bag last night because they don't have bear cables or boxes here. We are in North Carolina. And this is Muskrat Creek, which was kind of swampy last night. But with the rain, it should be flowing. Oh, it doesn't look any better. Does not look like a good water source, but it actually is a little farther down the trail. Looks like swamp right now. Home for the night. Was a good shelter. Packing up and hitting the road. All right, bye Sandy. We'll see you at the next stop.
Okay.
And day 5 starts. A rainy, foggy day. But because of the lengths of the shelters and space between them, I'm only doing probably 5-6 miles today. But it's a wet one in the woods. Make sure I'm going the right way. Have an interesting sign here. I'll go back and catch it. The sign for the shelter. There's our water source. Oh, there's Sandy. Sorry. It's a sheeter, not a shelter. Kind of spooky and creepy out here today. It's kind of neat. Reminds me of a scene out of The Hobbit or something. The Mistwood. Even though it's kind of funky and rainy out here, it still is beautiful. The green moss on the tree trunk. Walking in clouds. There's the sun. Hey, sun. Trying to peek through. We're at about 4,400 feet. So while it may seem like this is a fog, it's actually a cloud. Another tunnel of rhododendrons. Deep Gap, 18 North. That's the way I'm going. Oh, a car. Oh my God. I have this fantasy that I'm going to come here and someone's going to hand me a cheeseburger or a slice of pizza or something like that. And some water if you need some. That's Trail Angels, making sure the hikers are hydrated because it's been a dry season. Very nice of them to do that. Almost at every gap I've seen jugs of water in case you have an emergency of some sort. Kind of a dead end. It's kind of weird. Oh, maybe not, just a big turn. Oh, big step. Dog in there. I think it's hunting season. I bet these guys are out hunting bear. Blue over there. There's the white. ET North. Look at that guy. Stealing picnic baskets. It's pretty cool. Fungus or mushroom. If you look at the other side, it's like going crazy. Looks like the blob. I wonder if you could eat it. I'm a big mushroom guy. It sure seemed pretty cool if I could just reach down there and grab it and chomp it. All right, good morning. Day 6, and I am frozen. It was low 30s last night. I'm still really cold now. My hands are numb. My thumb doesn't even work. Going up Stand-in Indian Mountain. It's about 8:30. I think this is the first 5,000 foot peak mountain. Should be fun. Hopefully my hands will thaw out. Hopefully there'll be some views up there. It was real windy last night, gusts up into the 30s, probably a wind chill in the 20s. Alright, I think I'm at the top of Stand-in Indian Mountain. Totally frozen. My thumbs are like these sticks that I just jab at to get them to work. Oh, gorgeous. Turns out I'm almost at the top of Stand-in Indian Mountain. Not quite to the top yet. And I'm getting warmer as it gets warmer outside. Whoa. It just smells so good out here. Oh, it's gorgeous. But the smell, fresh air, the trees. Oh my God. Top of Stand-in Indian Mountain, 5,400 feet. Wasn't that bad to get up. Look at that. Lower Ridge Trail. And here we have a sign, my first mountain with a sign on it. Awesome. A girl that we stayed at the shelter with last night, camping with a dog, huge, great white Pyrenees mountain dog. She just rolled past me in a t-shirt. I got 3 layers on, and it's not like I'm warm. Crazy. Definitely getting warmer though. I think I'm on the sunny side of the mountain. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Oh, that feels so good. Sunlight. I could just feel it warming my body instantaneously. Downhill. I think the whole rest of the day is downhill. That can't be bad. Hey, I hear water. I believe this is Kilby Creek. I'm gonna get a bunch of water and drink a bunch of water like a camel. They call it cameling up. I actually passed somebody. It's a long time since I've passed someone on the AT. That girl Emily with her dog. She was taking a break at the last gap, enjoying the sunshine. Yeah, looks like this is flowing pretty good. Yes, indeed-o. Time to get some water. Kilby Creek. I'm in a t-shirt. It's about 40 degrees. 45, 46. Quite beautiful. Alright, fairly close to the next shelter. It's been a beautiful day of hiking. Patches of sun. Oh my god, look at this view. Oh, it's gorgeous. Mossy tree. See some orange trees out there. Hi, do you mind being on video?
No.
There is Bumble Bear and Emily. Ooh, that's some kind of scat. I didn't see that.
Gross. He's real interested.
Yeah, just a gorgeous view. We camped with you last time at the last shelter. Hey doggy, how you doing?
Favorite kind of walks are little ridge walks.
All right, this is home for the night. Carter Gap Shelter. Got here early. Having some ramen. Some beautiful sunny spots to hang out. Emily and her dog Bumble Bear just left. Actually got pretty good cell service. It's a gorgeous sunny day. Really nice. Really, really nice. Okay. Day 7. Friday morning, 7 a.m. It's cold. And I'm doing some early morning hiking because I got a long road today. The sun should be up in a half an hour or so. Never done any night hiking or early morning hiking, but here I am. Got 12 and a half miles to go. I'm gonna cross the 100-mile marker, and I'm gonna go up a fire tower, I think. Should be fun. Ooh, lots of spider webs. Lovely. Alright, trail magic right here. Trail angels. As I've mentioned, it's been a really dry fall up here. And someone dropped all this water off at a gap. Totally awesome. The nice number 4 jersey. I think I'm at Mooney Gap. But yeah, people do this because it's so dry out here. They're lovely. There's a saying here, the trail provides. I'm walking this ridge and it's just absolutely gorgeous. Ooh. Woo. Oh my God. Oh my God. There goes a squirrel. Look at him go. I don't know if it caught it. The squirrels are awfully hard to catch. It's been an extremely dicey section of the trail. You gotta watch what you're doing. Shouldn't be recording video. Walking this ridge, soon coming upon, I think it's Albert Mountain, where there's a fire tower. Look at this. It's incredible. It's probably a running spring or creek in the springtime. And the views are just amazing. Making fantabulous time. First 2 hours I did 2.5 miles. Well, it wasn't all downhill, there was some uphill to it. Crazy. All right, 400 feet in elevations and 0.3 miles. It took me 20 minutes, and I'm at the top of Mount Albert, 5,200 feet. And there's a fire tower up here. Hello.
How you doing?
Great. Gotta go up there. All right.
Yeah.
Go up to the top of the tower. Everyone, if you know me, you know how much I like heights. Hope I'm not person 15. Hello.
Hey there.
As high as I go. Thank God. I really don't want to go higher. Oh, it's just gorgeous. Yeah. Trail dog. Almost drank my water, but that's okay. Oh my God, this is gorgeous. Okay, walking down from the Albert Mountain Fire Tower, which was awesome. I'm really scared of heights usually, and I climbed up it. It was scary and swaying a little, but the views were amazing. This is the big day I gotta do. 12.5 miles, and I'm more than halfway done. Got 6 miles to go, and it's only 11:30. So I made really good time, even though I had some really extreme uphills. And for the rest of the day, it's all downhill. So I should be able to make maybe average of 2 miles an hour. Another 3 hours. Should be at the shelter. Gorgeous views up there. Beautiful sunny day. Probably in mid 40s right now. High of 55, I think. As a lot warmer in the sun. Every once in a while you walk through these patches of sunlight and you feel the heat. It feels so good. Been in a t-shirt pretty much all morning. Seems the way to go. Keeps you moving, keeps you motivated to hike fast. The faster you hike, the warmer you are. Been doing it last couple mornings. I think that's a through hiker trick. Wear shorts and a t-shirt so you hike fast. Yeah, it should be a nice gentle day all the way around. There was, I think, a couple hundred people of a church group going up to the fire tower. I encountered a lot of them coming down. Hey, a white blaze. Not lost. The last full day in here. I'm gonna miss it every day back in Chicago. I can't wait to get out here again next summer. Just checked out Low Gap Shelter. Got another liter of water. I got 3.5, I think, to my next shelter. Ooh, this is kind of dicey. Trails in the middle of a stream bed. How cool. Should be fun in the springtime. Nice shelter. Stood there. Took off my shoes for a spell. Talked to a couple nice people from Tampa. We were just out day hiking. Been making really good time today. The moss, loving the sunlight, loving the rain we had. Alright, I'm rolling up on my last shelter of the trip, Rock Gap Shelter. I think it's a mile 105.3. Sad, but also excited about going back to civilization. Getting real food and whatnot. Got a total stock of water, almost 4 liters. I know this place doesn't have water. I see the privy. Really don't see much of a trail. There's a shelter over there. Well, let's hope this is the trail to it. Ugh. Make your own trail, right? Oh. Looks like someone's there with a light on. Or maybe just a reflection from the sun. 12.5 miles. 7 hours. I think I did pretty good. Kind of a rough path to the shelter. Some squirrel just scurried over that log. Looks empty. Oh. Nice rock wall. Some water. Pretty bare bones basic. Ah, table, beautiful. Sunlight, even better. Home for the night. Ooh, big bird over there. How's that for some beauty? A road. Almost looks like a town. Gorgeous. Probably about an hour more. All right, coming up on the winding stair gap. I see cars, I hear cars, I see a road. The end for now. The sign, Nantahala National Forest. This might be a good place to stand if it starts raining. Franklin, North Carolina. All right, Bev, come get me. That's the name of the shuttle driver who's picking me up. I beat the rain. But I'm about 2 hours early at my pickup time. So if I have cell service, I'll text her and see if she can get here early. Really, really sad to leave. But really, really excited to get back to civilization. Hot water, shower, food, and a bed. All right, signing off. Appalachian Trail Part 2.